What's up, Nimbus D-Balls here. And today, I'm going to be going on a very long tangent about how Rock Lee is not wasted potential as a character. Or he wasn't wasted by Kishimoto. Obviously, this is my opinion, but I'm arguing it as a fact because it is so annoying to hear people complain that Rock Lee got played or got hoed or something like that, or Kishimoto just stopped caring about him, or the story of Naruto, because Rock Lee is very pivotal to this argument that people make. The story of Naruto lost itself. It used to be hard work and beat talent, and then that was no longer the case later on. It's like they basically contradicted themselves. But I think people just have the story completely misunderstood. And I'm going to be doing this and even using like the series itself, panels from the series as examples to provide why this uh, is a weird take to say. First, we're going to start talking about the fact of Rock Lee being wasted potential, or his character being played, or Kishimoto didn't give him enough love, he didn't get fully developed, etc., etc. For one, Rock Lee's only goal within the story, straight up stated, is to be recognized as a great ninja like anyone else, right? He didn't want to be looked at as a crippled. He wanted to be looked at as a capable ninja because that's what he is. That's his goal. Remember this. That's his goal. The message is never hard work beats talent. It's that hard work can overcome talent by itself. Sometimes it can occur. Hard work is work. Hard work amounts to the character you build through it. That's what makes hard work worth having, if that makes sense. Like the time that you put in for the hard work, don't look at it as, oh, I'm going to be someone with talent, right? Even though that can happen. If they only have talent and no hard work behind their talent, then hard work can overcome it. It's possible. The series doesn't deny that, but it's also very realistic and shows us that hard work does not overcome talent plus hard work. Okay? Hard work is something that should be valued for the character that it builds, right? Because you may not be able to defeat the talented individual, but that's not the point. The point is that your character has built amazingly from the hard work you put into yourself. And even though you're not at that level, you're stronger than you were before. You don't need to be at that level to be recognized. You just need to be the greatest you that you could be. And that's what Rock Lee did, essentially, right? Rock Lee, through his battle of Gar, showed the rest of the ninjas that he is extremely capable. He definitely is not a loser, and he should be respected. And after that, everyone gives props and respects to Rock Lee. Even Gara is like so agitated by the fact that Rock Lee was even able to do anything to him that he tries to take him out within the hospital scene. But going forward from this, uh, another thing to note is that when Lee gets that injury that seems to completely incapacitate him, he keeps pushing, right? Where other people would have stopped. Because Rock Lee has lived the life he's lived as a crippled and the hard work he put into himself, he has so much determination and power of will from those things that he won't ever stop, right? He's going to always keep going. He's always going to push himself harder because he knows he can do more. Hard work shows you what you are capable of doing and that you can be better. So when you have that type of understanding, you can't give up because you understand that it's 100% possible you can overcome this, because it seemed like it was impossible that you couldn't overcome the last thing and then the last thing. And look where you are now. Rock Lee's story is great. Honestly, I genuinely love Rock Lee. He's one of my favorite characters from Naruto. And going past that, the message of hard work beats talent was never a message, right? Look at Lee. Lee lost the talent. He lost to Gaara, right? The only time he beat someone with talent was Sasuke, but that's when Sasuke didn't have any hard work behind his talent. Once he trained up, Sasuke overcame Lee, and Lee was jealous of Sasuke again, you know. And even the most pivotal evidence for this argument that people use is the Neji versus Naruto fight, and many people believe that Naruto was telling Neji that you can overcome destiny, essentially. But that's not what Naruto was saying. Naruto was saying that just because something is destined doesn't mean that you should just accept it, right? Don't just, I think the term is fatalism, if I remember correctly. I'm going to put the correct term here. But I believe the term is like fatalism, where you basically believe things are fated to be how they are and there's absolutely nothing you could do about it. And, Naruto's more of an optimist, right? He believes that if even if it is impossible, try to do something different because you never know, right? Destiny is not always set. You can sometimes change it, right? The idea is just not to accept that wholeheartedly because that's what Neji was doing. He just accepted it and it made him a worse person for it. And Naruto's like, you beating up on your cousin, right, is messed up and using the excuse that this is like your destiny and this is just how things are and this is how it has to be is whack. It's lame. It's an excuse for you being just a dickhead. You know what I'm saying? Uh and you can even see like later on, right? Because this is why I personally believe Kishimoto was a smart, intelligent individual. If the idea was destiny could be overcame, um, which it definitely is presented as such, like Naruto uh fight with Neji doesn't debunk that, and later things don't debunk it either. Even with the confirmation of Naruto was, say, a reincarnation of a previous character who was super strong. So that means we kind of knew Naruto was going to end up like this in a sort of way. I don't believe that to be the case. Naruto and who he became is built off of his effort. He could have decided to be someone else because Naruto wasn't just fated to save the world. He was fated to do other things too, right? As long as you put action to be someone different, you could be someone different. You could possibly change your future from it or change your destiny from it. And we trying to keep track of everything. And we also get like what's a really another like good moment. Another moment is when Jiraiya and the Toads are talking, and they're talking about like the prophesized one. That one, bad example to use for argument against Naruto because it wasn't set. It was based on Jiraiya's belief. So whoever Jiraiya believed would be the prophesized one would be the prophesized one. That's how it would work. But it was possible for either one, depending on who Jiraiya was most leaning towards. Going past that, the idea of Naruto being destined and to do this thing and following that path doesn't debunk anything because they never said destiny doesn't exist, right? And it was no reason for Naruto to try to reject this destiny to save the world or to, um, you know, well, he did reject the one to fight Sasuke. So you see what I'm saying? Like Naruto obviously isn't going to stop something like, oh, I was destined to be this, go in this sort of path, right? To save the world. Because who would? That's like being told you're going to cure cancer. You're going to stop yourself from cure cancer? No. But if you hear you're going to have to stab your mama 18 times to do it, you're probably going to try to resist that. And that in turn is what Naruto did. And he did change things. Destiny is not set, but destiny does exist. You can put effort to change it, but it doesn't mean it may always work. You know what I mean? Sometimes you might have a path that you just are going to be on, right? Focus on what you can control, not what you can't. Message of the day. Feel what I'm saying? And summarizing the Rock Lee points, Rock Lee was not wasted. His character's arc got completely fulfilled in part one. There was nothing more you could do with him. The thing I was going to mention but forgot, my guy exists. So there is no point of including a Lee later on when he's just going to be Mike Guy. We could just see Mike Guy and let Lee do his thing in the back. Mike Guy wasn't getting a lot, and he has way more to talk about than Lee. We found out everything about Lee. We don't know everything about Mike Guy. So it was the perfect idea to focus more on Mike Guy than Lee later on in the series. And also remember, Lee is impressive, but y'all are trying, like, people want Lee to be as strong as Naruto and Sasuke, the main characters, which is crazy. That's nuts. Can you imagine, like, it's just not, that don't make sense. Lee ain't even a main character. He's a side character, and they wanted him stronger than Naruto and Sasuke. People be bugging, right? But that's my completely non-scripted rant defending Naruto from these weird criticisms that I personally believe just aren't valid when you actually look at the story itself. I may do more stuff like this if y'all enjoy videos of this nature. But yeah, have an amazing day. D-Balls out.